Welcome back. Today we are going to learn about judiciary, the judiciary system of India, and it was explained by Piyush Yadav. Piyush Yadav on my channel Pionic. It's Piyush. Judiciary. What is judiciary? It is a set of rule. It is a rule of law. It means the law apply equally to every person and set on fixed procedure followed when the law is violated or when the law breaks. To enforce this law, we have a judicial system that consists of mechanism of the court that a citizen can approach when a law is violated. As the organ of a state, the judiciary plays an crucial role in the functioning of Indian democracy. It can play this role only because it is independent. If the judiciary position is not independent, it will not going to give the justice. And the judiciary is mentioned in our constitution through article 124 to 147, in which article 124 deals with the establishment of Supreme Court. How Supreme Court will be established. How Supreme Court is established. It was mentioned in Article 124. We have Article 126 and it's deal the appointment of CJI, Chief Justice of India. And we are having Article 129. It's deal the power of the Supreme Court. Power of Supreme Court. Article 129 deals with the power of Supreme Court. Article 136 is deal with the establishment of Article 131. Article 131 deal with the original judiciary judgment of the Supreme Court, and Article 132 deals with the appeals against or through the judicial procedure of Supreme Court. Article 136 deals with the special leave appeal of Supreme Court. After that, we are having the Article 141. It deals the binding nature of Supreme Court direction, and Article 142 it deals with the enforcement decrees and order of the Supreme Court. 142 Article 142 Article 142 deals with decree and orders of Supreme Court. Now we are having the role of judiciary. What was the role of the judiciary? The role of judiciary. Role of judiciary, court takes decision on a very large issue, on a social issues or any political disputes or cultural activities, cultural disputes, or the disputes between two persons. They can decide that no teacher can treat a student or about the sharing of river of water. Here, this is the social issues and the sharing of river water between the states. In India, we are having the Kaveri River dispute. In two states, and you students, you have to mention in comment section which two states having the Kaveri River dispute. Which two states are having Kaveri River dispute? Answer in the comment box which two states having Kaveri River dispute, and they can punish the people on a particular crime. The work of judiciary can be divided into followings: dispute resolution, judicial review, upholding land law enforcement, and fundamental right. Judiciary can protect our fundamental right, upholding, enforcing fundamental rights, judicial review, and dispute resolution. Moving forward, dispute resolution. How disputes are resolved. The judicial system provides mechanism for resolving dispute between citizens and the government, between two states, and government, between the center and the state government. This judicial system resolve disputes between citizens, for example, two people, or state between states. Two states are having disputes on various issues. These judiciary also solve the disputes between the central government and state government. Judicial review. Judicial review, as the final interpreter of the constitution, the judiciary also has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the parliament if it's believed that these are the violation of the basic structure of constitution. This is called the judicial review. Moving forward, upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. Every citizen have fundamental rights, and the judiciary have to protect these fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are protected by our judiciary. Okay, if they are violated, fundamental rights contain the basic human rights protected by constitution, and these are having through article 14 to article 18. Our fundamental right is right to equality. Right to equality. Right to equality. Article 14 to 18. Right to freedom. Article 19 to 22. It's deal with the freedom. And against exploitation. Article against exploitation. Right against exploitation. It is mentioned in article 23 and 24. Right to freedom of religion. Freedom of religion through article 25 to 28. And cultural and educational right 29 and 30. We are talking about the fundamental rights and right of constitutional remedies. It is article 32 to 35. Okay. The court are not under the government. The very important fact. The court is not working under government or no act on their behalf. The Supreme Court and High Court judges are appointed with the very little interference from other branches of government. One's appointment is very difficult to remove a judge It is the independence of judiciary that allow the court to play a certain role in the ensuring that there is no misuse of power, the legislature and executive. It also play crucial role in protecting the fundamental rights of citizen because anyone can approach the court by their belief. Uh, Moving forward, we are having the structure of Indian court. We are having different level of court of India. There are several courts at the lower level, while there is only at the apex level. The court that most people interact with are called the subordinate or district court. These are usually at the district or tehsil level or in the towns. There are many kinds of cases. Each state is divided into districts that are presided by the district judge. Each state sets the high court, which is the highest court of the state. High court is the highest court of the state. At the top of the at the top, Supreme Court of India is located in the New Delhi and preside over the Chief Justice of India. The decision of Supreme Court are binding on the all other court of the India. You are learning this on my channel. It's Bionic Piyush. We are having the structure of court. On the top, Supreme Court of India, then High Court, then District Courts. In India, we have an integral judicial system, meaning the decisions made by the higher courts are binding on the lower courts. Another way is through the plate system that exists in India. This means that a person can appeal to a higher court if they believe that the judgment passed by the lower court is not just. If he was not satisfied with the judgment at the lower court, he have the right to appeal in the higher authority, higher court. There are two different branches of the legal system. First one is criminal law and the civil law. Criminal laws deals with the conduct or act that the laws as offense, theft, harassment, dowry or murder is usually being with the lodging an FIR, first information report, with the policies who investing crime after which a case is filed in the court. If found guilty, the accused can sent to jail and also fined. The civil law deals with the harm or injury to right to individual, disputes relating to the land, goods, rent, divorce cases that are dealt by the civil law. A petition has to be filed before the relevant court by the affected party only. In a rent matter, either the landlord to tenant can file a case. In principle, all citizens of India can access the court in this country. This implies that every citizen has a right of justice through the court. The court plays a very significant role in protecting our fundamental rights. If any citizen believes that their rights are being violated, then they can approach the court for justice to be done. While the courts are available for all, in reality, access to court have always been difficult for a vast majority of the poor in India. Legal procedure involves a lot of money and paperwork as well as take a lot of time for our poor people who cannot read and whose family depend on daily wakes. The idea of going court to get justice often seems remote. Now, important term PIL. You heard through the newspaper, through the news articles, and through the news channel or social media. PIL. That means the public interest legislation. In response to a situation, the Supreme Court in early 1980s devised the mechanism of public interest legislation to increase access to justice. It allows only individual or organization to file a PIL in the High Court or Supreme Court on behalf of those who whose rights were being violated. If anyone think that someone's right are being violated, he want to file a case, he go through the PIL in the Supreme Court of India or High Court. The legal process was greatly simplified. Even a letter or telegram addressed to the Supreme Court or High Court to be treated as PIL. If you want to file a PIL, public interest legislation, you can just do it by writing a letter to the Supreme Court of Honorable Supreme Court of India or Honorable High Court of that state. In early years, PIL was used to secure justice on large number of issues such as rescuing bonded laborers from inhuman work conditions, securing the release of prisoners in Bihar who had been kept in jail even after their punishment term was completed. The midday meal that children now receive in government and government-aided schools is because of PIL. Present status of justice in India. Very for common person, access of court, access to justice. The court exercises a crucial role interpreting the fundamental right of citizens. There are court judgment that people believe work against the best interest of the common person, and the court is working very well in India. Activists who work on issues concerning the right to shelter housing poor believe that recent court judgment eviction for a cry from earlier judgment. Now we have to understand the facts of the judiciary system. The judiciary system in India is working according to the law and working for the citizens. It ensures impartiality, protect our fundamental rights, maintain public trust. That's all over. Thank you for being watching Pionic. It's Piyush. Please like, share and subscribe. Give your valuable feedback through comment, and thank you for your support. Thank you.